Won't you stay here by my side?
My partner and my soulmate, my adventure boyfriend and now my adventure husband. I love your love. I love your passion for life. I love your sense of humor, your laugh, and the way you make me laugh.
Hold my hand.
Deb, the moment I first laid eyes on you, my heart nearly leapt out of my chest. It may have just been indigestion, but I think my heart knew that I was looking at the woman I was meant to be spending the rest of my life with. Everything about you sang words of beauty, grace, humor, intelligence, and biting wit. You got moxie, and I like moxie.
I feel amazing, and you know, it's funny because I'm like, of course, I'm extremely calm because I just am so happy. You know, he's such an amazing human being. I just fell in love with him over the years, and I think that's the best way to fall in love with somebody. The more you know them, you want to love them. The more you know their personality and the people in their life and their family, like you just can't help but fall in love with them.
If it wasn't for a mutual friend, I don't know that I ever would have met her. I was just told, hey, you got to meet this really cool chick. She's a blast to hang around. And I said, of course, let's go meet her. We still ended up staying there at the bar for a while, talking and hanging out all night. And I knew immediately that she was something special. She was just absolutely wonderful through and through. And I never forgot that first night that I met her, where I knew immediately that I wanted to spend as much time as I possibly could with this woman. And now here we are.
We'll shine like the fiery stars above. We'll be the brightest in the universe.
He made it pretty clear to her closest girlfriends, at least to me, that she was his everything. When they moved in together is when I started to see it. So he would do anything for her, and he's always going to treat her, says he's always going to treat her right. If he doesn't, he'll have 9 girls like to protect her. But he adores her, and he's really committed to her, and he wouldn't let anything bad happen to her. And I think that's what really won me over.
Pretty lady, you float like a summer butterfly.
Dave loves to surprise me, and he loves to, you know, be unique. And my favorite part of, you know, the whole proposal scenario was that he really was able to throw me off the scent.
Ever since I was 14 years old and took my first trip to Versailles, I knew that whoever I fell in love with, that was exactly where it needed to be. It was just too perfect. And when I had actually first told Deb that I loved her for the first time, the thing that flashed in the back of my mind was, I'm proposing to her in the gardens of Versailles. I knew from that moment onwards that I was going to make her my wife. So while she was busy doing film festival stuff, I sent her a bunch of notes saying, hey, just so you know, when you get back, I've made an appointment for us to go look at diamonds and rings. Can you do this day? And whatever particular date it was that I threw out there. And she said, yeah, I can do that. There was no appointment. There was no time to go look at rings. I'd already purchased the ring. But I was going to keep telling her these things over email only, because if I talked to her about it over the phone, I'm a terrible liar. So she would see right through me.
I was on a business trip beforehand in Europe already, and so I was with a bunch of colleagues and friends, and they were like, you know, what are you going to do after Cannes? And I said, I'm going to Paris and Rome with my boyfriend. And they were like, and how long have you been together? And I was like, oh, you know, about 4 years. They're like, okay, so, you know, you're going to get engaged, right? And I'm like, Dave would never do something that, you know, he's already told me it's not happening. And you know what, like, it was still so magical and unexpected that was how perfect it was. He'd planned out this entire picnic on the 3rd day of the trip at the Gardens of Versailles.
I got down with me and asked her, and she said, oh my God, this is amazing, I have to call my mom. And I said, you need to say yes first. She said, yes, yes, of course. And then from there on, we just had the most wonderful, magical day. Oh my God, you look stunning.
You look so
Oh my God, you look absolutely ridiculously beautiful. I love you so much.
I love your loyalty. I love your patience. I love your hair, even though prior to today, I'm not allowed to touch it.
Pretty lady, I don't want to ever say goodnight.
I love that family comes first for you, and that now I'm your family too.
And strong, let's keep the flame alive.
You had that sparkle in your eyes that I've been lucky enough to see every day for the last 4 years. Knowing that the remainder of my years on earth will be filled getting to see that same sparkle leaves me with a sense of gratitude and overwhelming feelings of love that grow exponentially with each passing day.
She is my rock and my rolling thunder. I've been the spell she was under. I love that girl. She is my cigarettes and champagne. She's got me strung, but I'm not running. I love that girl. I love that girl. She is the days I can't get over. She is the nights that I call home endlessly. For you I'll always wait, caught in the waves of hesitation, lost in the sea of my own doubt endlessly. For you I'll always wait, for you I'll always wait.
David and Deb tell the story of their relationship pretty similarly. They met at a company work event. David flirted with Deb. Deb didn't flirt back. They became friends, going to shows and just hanging out, and both started to realize how much they liked each other. David thought Deb was the total package, better than everyone else he was spending time with. And it was clear to him that no one else really compared, and his search was over.
She came along, she spoke so sweetly, it changed everything to my heart.
It's very obvious that these two are perfect for each other. And it's also obvious how much they love their family and friends here today, how much they are loved in return, and that we're all here for them today and in the future to support them however they ask.
You
could tell she was very sweet, like right off the bat, and very open and loving, and just like a very bubbly personality, and like you could just see it in their eyes. Like they took a little picture together, and it was, I don't know, my brother doesn't look at anyone that way.
I promise to make sure you know how much I love you every day. I promise to create a home for us and to be a home for you.
I promise to understand you, to listen to you, and grow together with you. Above all, I promise to never let you forget how much I love you. You are my best friend, the most compassionate person I have ever met, and the only one in my love of my life. With every fiber of my being, Deb, I love you.
Everything has led me to you. I love you and I will love you forever and ever. Thank you for taking this step with me. The steps we will now take together will be better with you by my side. Ani la didi, the dodi li. I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. I love you.
Caught in the waves of hesitation, I see the sea of my own doubt endlessly.
They really understand each other. They get each other. She tells me that he is always wanting to do what it takes to make her happy.
Dave, by the power vested in me by the awesomeness of the internet, I now pronounce you husband and wife. David, you may kiss your bride.
If there's something out there, I'm gonna find it. 'Cause I would rather die than if there is true love, then we will define it.
It just felt like she was the one pulling him closer. Or I always felt like he was the one trying to pull girls closer. And this one just felt a lot easier, a lot more genuine, a lot more like it made sense.
You give me up, I won't give it up, I won't give it up. Don't you give up on me, my love. No one said that you and I would be easy, but I will not go down without a fight.
The way she spoke about him just sounded different, and it just sounded like, you know, this was somebody that she, I think from the beginning, could see herself getting really serious with.
I won't give it up, I won't give it up, I won't give it up. Don't you give me up, I won't give it up, I won't give it up. Don't you give up on me, my love.
I do think that there's a real balance between their personalities. David is a little bit zany and a bit off track at times, and Deb's a lot more grounded, I think, and brings out maturity in him that we didn't know existed.
I won't give it up, I won't give it up, I won't give it up, still not giving up.
I think Dave met his match, right, so to speak. I think that's part getting older, it's part being more mature, it's part understanding what you really want from that soulmate, from that partner, from that wife, husband, whatever it might be. And I think it was just kind of like the perfect time, the sliding doors. It was the perfect meeting at the perfect spot in their time, in their life.
And it is my great pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Tamaroff.
Extremely candid. Like everything is just, it's real. They're hilarious together. Like they both bounce jokes off each other back and forth. It's really funny to hear them together because, you know, Deb's fun and she's funny, but when she's with Dave, she's actually funny.
I think they will discover ways, and I've already discovered some ways to be strong together, and that's what I hope for them, and that's what I think they're learning.
Yeah, I didn't even know what I was looking for, but then caught with the canvas when I saw you walking in through the door. And I couldn't ignore, you're who I'd been dreaming of. I'm in love. Before we found each other, I was falling apart. When you took me by the hand, you know you really took a hold of my heart. Then the color hit the canvas start. We set the fire burning, now it's burning down deep in my heart.
I know that he knows that I am so ready to begin this journey together, and I just can't wait to be his wife and that we're going to have a blast.
10 years from now, I hope that we have a lovely family, 1 or 2 kids, making each other happy.